Euro Beach Soccer League season, recovering from a broken leg. And, France consolidating their place in Division A this season, up against Estonia, who were disappointed in Division B ultimately. So on paper, it looks as though it should be a comfortable win this for France, but one thing you can always say about beach soccer is it doesn't take place on paper, it takes place on sand, and anything can happen. And quite often, it usually does. The teams have been introduced to the crowd then, and now it's time for the national anthems. And first of all, the national anthem of France. The French national anthem, to be followed by the national anthem of Estonia.
Signore e signori, l'inno nazionale estone. Un grande applauso per le nazionali francese e per la nazionale estone.
So the two national anthems, and very shortly we'll be underway with this clash between France and Estonia. Handshakes all round, not only between the two teams but also with the match officials as well. Estonia are going to be playing in the blue strip with that little bit of white trim today, up against the French in their change strip. Here's the French starting five. Jeremy Basquet's there, back in harness at number 7 after recovering from his broken leg, and Stéphane Francois, he's the player coach there, number 8, but because players are not allowed to coach and play on match day, Gregory Sorin takes the responsibility as coach. Here's Estonia's starting lineup, and they'll be looking undoubtedly to the likes of Tavi Tamo and Marco Trusalo, two very experienced players, as well as Christian Marmor, the captain, to somehow fashion a result here. Stéphane Francois, player coach, vastly experienced, part of the side that actually won the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup in 2005. And there's Gregory Sorin, Francois' assistant and the man who takes the coaching duties during match day. And the two captains there out in the middle with the referees for this encounter, 2 from Italy, 1 from Moldova, 1 from Hungary. Captains there, Didier Samoun on the left, another player who played in that 2005 FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup success. Only 2 left in the squad for France, and the Estonian captain, Christian Marmor. That's actually Mikhail Pagi in the centre of the screen there. Keep an eye out for him under normal circumstances. He's one of France's talismanic players, but he's not playing today, not nominated in the 10. There are 5 players in this French squad who took part in the World Cup qualifier in Moscow a couple of years ago. Pagis actually scored 10 goals, France's top scorer. He did a hat-trick against Russia. It's going to be France who will get us underway in that white strip. And they're going to be playing from left to right with whatever breeze there is down at pitch level, and there's very little because it's an enclosed stadium, completely enclosed. France in this tournament 2 years ago really were the excitement machines. What can they do here now? They actually got to the last 8 in Moscow, and boy, was it an entertaining ride in them doing so. They lost 6-4 to the Czech Republic in their opening game. Then they beat Estonia 4-3 in the group stage 2 years ago. So these two have some history against each other. Pagis, who I mentioned earlier, Didier Samoun, Jean-Marc Edouard and Jeremy Basquez were the goal scorers for France on that occasion. They also beat Romania 4-3. Sneaked through into the round of 16 with 3-0 down against Portugal, the 2001 world champions, before they went on to win 4-3 on penalties after pulling back to 3-all. They were 3-0 down in 25 minutes there. Incredible comeback. 2 goals from Basquez, who's just got possession there and takes the throw to Samoun with the overhead. Stéphane Francois got the other goal for France there. In the last 8 then, they lost on penalties to the Netherlands. They beat Belarus on penalties. They lost 8-5 to Russia. Now, on we go. Marcus Luck bowls the ball forward for Estonia. He's starting off in goal today, in preference to Vaiko Tamivali. France didn't actually play in the inaugural qualifier that took place in Benidorm in 2008. Because the World Cup was taking place that year in Marseille, so they qualified as hosts. They were quarter-finalists in 2009 in Castellon, and reached the round of 16 in 2010 here in Italy in Bibione, for the 2011 tournament in Ravenna. That's too long for Jesolo, that throw taken there by Christian Marmot. Francois, the characteristic tape around his knees. Spot Stéphane Francois a mile off, just for that very characteristic. Always has his knees taped up. Plays his beach soccer here in Italy during the course of the summer for the Terracina club, and he's short there with the back pass, and that's good work from Ben Boyner. He was outside his area, but he had to use his chest, and that was a very good save indeed from Salim Ben Boyner. Really has established himself as France's number 1. The man he's replaced as number 1 is now back in the French squad, Robin Gasset. Gasset hasn't featured all season in the Euro Beach Soccer League. He's come into the squad as a late replacement for Ronan Lacrom. Gasset was the number 1 for France at that World Cup qualifier 2 years ago in Moscow. Good defensive work there. Quick Mayorg with the header. Francois, yes! 1-0. What a wonderful finish that was from Stéphane Francois. He's not normally renowned as a goal scorer. He does get the odd goal here and there. He got 4 in fact in the World Cup qualifier in Moscow 2 years ago, but that was a resounding finish with his right foot. Have a look at this. Bang, first time. And it's gone between Mayorg and Luck at the near post and into the back of the net. So the ideal start for France in the 4th minute. Stéphane Francois Mayorg there with the effort, which was saved by Ben Boyner. Now Estonia's issue here is going to be, where are the goals going to come from? Because they're not the most free-scoring side. I think that's the best way to describe it. Flick header there by Nasser Boussena. Estonia in this season's Eurobeach Soccer League. They played in stage 3 in Moscow. They actually topped the group there with a couple of wins. They won 7-3 against Moldova. They certainly haven't had anything like that goal-scoring result since then. They won 2-1 against Azerbaijan, and then they lost against Kazakhstan, which was a real surprise. After extra time, they actually lost on penalties 3-2 after the match finished 2-2. So they went to the promotional final, having topped that group. But listen to this, they lost 1-0 to Hungary, lost 3-1 to Turkey, lost 5-2 to England, and in the end lost 5-4 to Bulgaria in the 7th and 8th playoff. So they scored just 7 goals in 4 matches. It really was a battle for them to find the back of the net. So already they're having to push a boulder uphill here, a goal down. And Ben Boyner makes a good save there, because it's difficult for him to have seen that ball. Salim Ben Boyner, who played a crucial part in ensuring France stayed in Division A last year. He played in the promotional final. France ended up taking part in that promotional final, having got no points at all in the regular season in 2013. They won 4 matches there. Ben Boyner was outstanding, and they picked up 6 points in the regular season this term. Wasn't enough to get them through to the super final. Still, it was a vast improvement on what they produced in 2013. Throw to the back post there by Alexander Saharov, Estonia's top scorer in the Eurobeach Soccer League this season with 4 goals. Got 6, in fact, in the 2013 season, and 4 in the promotional final alone. Ben Boyner under pressure there, but still Christopher Loth set the ball on that far side, the number 15 for France. Oh, and an attempted side foot there by Sebastian Hook. He's a new face in this French squad, the 26-year-old, number 17. Debutant this year. 15 now, Loth again. And it's a shot across the face of goal by Boussena. Boussena, the number 12. Big physical presence. Tamo back to his keeper. Tamo looking for Evar Sosi. Sosi gets the shot in, wide of the target. Sosi, one of 7 players in this Estonia squad who took part in that World Cup qualifier in Moscow in 2012. He went out at the group stage in that event in July of that year. They lost 5-3 to Romania, 4-3 to France. Goals there from Tavi Tamo, Alexander Saharov and Marcus Luck, the goalkeeper. And then they won 3-2 against the Czech Republic, but it wasn't enough to take them into the round of 16. Sosi tackled by Ben Boyner, by Vasquez, I should say. Vasquez wins the free kick. So good to see Jeremy Vasquez back in action. Broke his leg back in February. What ruled him out of the entire Eurobeach Soccer League campaign. He really is a talismanic figure for France, the little number 7. 29 years of age later on this month, on the 21st of September. Got 9 goals in the World Cup qualifier 2 years ago. He Uses a powerful shot there, which is beaten away by Luc, and then Francois with the shot, and again Luc gets a little touch on that one, so that will be a corner. Francois towards the near post, a little flick there by Loth. Tamo doing well there, but in the end he's simply crowded out by a couple of players. Keep your tweets coming in, incidentally. Hashtag Qualifier Jesolo. Hashtag Qualifier Jesolo. Oh, good turn. And the shot comes in, and again a really good save by Ben Boyner. It was Christian Marmot who got away from the defenders. I just feel that Estonia needs something to go their way, because goals, good effort that from Marmot. Goals have been at such a premium for them this season. They need to get on a roll. If France can get a couple of goals up, maybe get some momentum themselves, then we really do fear for Estonia in this match. And all of a sudden there's lots of space here for Didier Samoun. Puts the ball across. Shot comes in and Basquet scores. He's back. A little excitement machine. Straight away makes his presence felt. Jeremy Basquet's back in national colours. Back on the scoring sheet. Just less than 3 minutes to go in this first period. Basquet doubles France's advantage. Set up there by Sebastian Sansoni. And a good first time finish. It's not looking good for Estonia at the moment. Basquet again. Oh, he's got the bit between his teeth, hasn't he, the little man? Oh, that's a bit casual from Luc. He's giving the ball straight to Francois. Breakdown in communication with Saharov. Samoun doesn't get the contact he wanted there, Didier Samoun. France's top scorer in this season's Euro Beach Soccer League with 9 goals. He got 3 goals in the World Cup qualifier a couple of years ago. Saharov, good save, Ben Boyner again. Whenever he's been called upon in this first period, he's certainly delivered, the French goalkeeper. Picked up now by Sansoni, a late replacement in the squad for Hansi Manzabois. He gets the tackle in there, does really well, Sansoni. What are his options ahead of him? Against Minlabayev. Good tackle from Roman Minlabayev in the end. Towards this near side now, Saharov. Oh, that's again good goalkeeping from Ben Boyner. He had to make that as well because Minlabayev was there. Awkward bounce for Saharov. Gets the overhead in, and well, France living dangerously at the moment. Ben Boyner's been the busier of the 2 keepers. It's just that lack of clinicalness in front of goal, if there is such a word. But Estonia, it's a well-known problem, and luck also deserting them. Andreas and Nico with the shot. It kicked up, it could have gone anywhere. It hit the roof, or hit the crossbar rather, and then a foul coming in from Trusalu on Ben Boyner, and so a first booking of the match. Good save, in fact, from Ben Boyner there. He was the one who flicked it onto the crossbar. You could see it from that replay. And frustration for Nico, frustration for Estonia. At the moment, things just not going for the men in blue. The referee just insisting the players form that cone, as it's known, the line between the ball and the opposite corner flags when the free kick is inside half of the team taking that free kick. Busena trying to ghost in at the back post, not able to get there. Little flick from Francois it was, scorer of France's first goal. Coming up to the last 30 seconds of this first period. Time for Estonia to get at least a goal back here. Oh, nice skill from Marmor, gets the shot in. It's blocked by Yannick Fischer. Well, France have certainly had their work cut out at the back defensively, but they've delivered so far. And they've also delivered a couple of goals as well. So that's the end of period number one. The ball thrown straight into the opposite goal. Marcus Luck was convinced there was a touch there. The Estonia goalkeeper, if there was, it would have counted. The referee disagrees, and so Estonia is still scoreless. France's goals in that first period then. Lovely strike from Stéphane Francois, and Jeremy Basquez with a cushion volley. And Luck is still debating the situation with the match officials. The debate goes on. It's the end of the first period and France in control. France 2, Estonia 0.
Dopo la prossima partita alle 15:15 Bulgaria contro Spagna ci saranno il lancio dei gadget e anche delle bellissime coreografie.
There's the statistics from the first 12 minutes of action. Goals for Francois and also Basquez separating the two teams. That's the first of those goals. Stéphane Francois, what a wonderful strike that was. First time, right-footed volley, threading the eye of a needle. Good save there from Marcus Luck. Here's the goal from Jeremy Basquez. Again, a first-time shot with the right foot. Helped by that little bit of a bobble off the surface over the outstretched arms of Marcus Luck. This is the closest that Estonia have come to scoring. In the end, it resulted in a Jesolo booking with that ball kicked up. Good save though from Ben Boyner. Andreas and Nico frustrated, and so are Estonia at the moment. It's 2-0 to France. Well, you wouldn't believe autumn was would be with us soon, would you? It's a lovely day here, perfect temperature for watching beach soccer. And it's going to be Estonia who will get us underway in the second period, playing from left to right. And first opportunity for a touch there for Robin Gasset. In goal for this second period for France, vastly experienced, 33 years of age. Good to see him back in national colours. Still though, Marcus Luck continues in goal for Estonia. Wouldn't say that France have been completely comfortable so far. Estonia have caused them some problems, but, and it's a big but, it's all about getting the ball in the back of the net, and that's something Estonia just haven't been able to do very much in the recent past, and it's coming back to haunt them again today. Saharov finds Marmor. Sansoni trying to shepherd it back to Gasset. Takes a clattering challenge from Marmor as a result of that. Reminder, we still have 2 more matches after this for you today. Bulgaria against Spain and Moldova against Italy. Players flying into each other there. Gasse in the end flying into Marmor, who flew into Sansoni, and Sansoni's landed awkwardly, so he's requiring some treatment on that far side, and that treatment continues. Hope he's okay to continue. So where's a goal going to come from for Estonia? That's the important thing from their perspective. The squad, incidentally, here in Jesolo is made up of players from 4 different clubs in Estonia, 4 different beach soccer clubs. The non-club is 5 representatives. SK Olga Enemat, who played in the Euro Winners' Cup in May here in Italy. Out of Sicily, in Catania. 2 players from that team, Roman Minlibayev and also Christian Marmor. But France, meanwhile, get a 3rd goal. And the goal is scored by Christopher Loff. That really is a hammer blow as far as Estonia are concerned. Right at the start of this 2nd period. Absolute kick in the guts out of nothing, really. How on earth was Loaf able to do that? Great skill from him, taking the ball on his left thigh and turning and shooting with his right, but really and truly, Estonia's defenders will say to themselves, well, he should never have really had the opportunity to have the time to do that. Christopher Loff did, and 3-0 to France. Just to complete what I was saying about the Estonian squad and the makeup of it. 4 players come from the Peugeot Beach Soccer Club and 1 from the Uxjag team. Good save, Gasse. He could push that one over the top from his opposite number, Marcus Look. Andreas and Nico takes that corner. Easily cut out there by Didier Samoun. Another corner conceded, the ball deflecting off Fischer. It's over Marmor's head as he attempts the acrobatic. And Didier Samoun can't keep that in play, captain to captain. Picked up now on this near side, below our commentary position by Trusalu. Sebastian Hook now can move forward with that ball. Finds Basquez, uses his chest, tries to play in Samoun. Gets another bite at the cherry here, Basquez. Gets the shot in. Off target though. Well won in the air by Yannick Fischer. The former 11-a-side player converted to beach soccer. Back end of his career. 39 years young, Yannick Fischer. Becomes 40 in December. He made his debut this season for France in beach soccer. Keep your tweets coming in. Hashtag Qualifier Jesolo. Hashtag Qualifier Jesolo. Let us know where you're watching. I know we've got viewers not just in Europe, but all over the world. Opportunity for you to watch online as well, of course, at beachsoccer.com, as well as the various channels carrying our coverage. Let's hear from you. We'll give you a shout out. We've had tweets today already from a number of people, including a couple of the players involved. Packling Lee, Norway international, Matty Evans, a little earlier was part of the England squad that won 5-3 against Greece in their opening encounter. 33 goals so far already. How many more to come today, I wonder? It's taking too long over that corner, France. Saharov now. Samoun thwarts him, but Saharov in the end loses possession. Robin Gasset. This near side to Sansoni. France, I mentioned earlier, didn't play in the Super Final this season. So it comes to the back post there. It's well won in the air actually by Prit Mayorg. Finished 9th in the cumulative standings in Division A, France. 2 wins, but it wasn't enough to get them into that all-important top 8 as Pasquez produces another moment of magic. They played in Stage 1 and Stage 2. That's where France were in action this year in the regular season of the Euro Beach Soccer League. Lost 6-2 to France, to Russia, 3-2 to Italy, and then they beat the Netherlands 5-3. That was in Catania, and then in Sopot in Poland on the Baltic Sea coast. They produced perhaps their finest performance of the season in beating the 2012 European champions Switzerland 7-3. But then they lost to Spain 6-3, and a very disappointing performance against Ukraine. They lost 4-1. That ultimately cost them a place in the Super Final, but given that 12 months earlier they were in the promotional final, certainly progress made for France, no question about that. Sebastian Sansoni across to his captain, well, not his captain actually, his coach, Stefan Francois. Match has just hit a little bit of a flat spot here in this second period. Here's the statistic. Estonia just underlines what I was saying there a little earlier about how toothless they've been in front of goal. 20 shots in total. Not all of them have been on target, but still yet to find the back of the net. Overhead coming in there from Christopher Loth. Straight at the goalkeeper. Music continuing to pump out. Here's that overhead from Loth. Just to the left of our commentary position, I can see Joaquin Alonso, the Spanish coach. His team are in action next. Majority of them are warming up at the moment, but Alonso happy to use the time to watch France and Estonia. Potentially, of course, it's 2 teams, or certainly in case of France, particularly if they win today, that there's an opportunity maybe that Spain will come up against them later on in the tournament. Spain, of course, the Euro Beach Soccer Cup champions. They won that tournament in Baku last weekend, finishing as runners-up as well in the Euro Beach Soccer League. Pasquez, lovely quick feet from him. Just lacking a finish on that occasion. Said it before, I'll say it again. It's great to have him back. France certainly missed his contribution during the season. Here's his skill, but not quite his best in terms of finishing. Reflecting on it, you know, Jeremy Basquez's absence for France this season, you would say it's probably the difference between them having made the Super Final and not. He's that influential a player. Francois on the volley. Just pushed round the post by Marcus Look. Corner to France, France, pushed away by Look once again. It's very difficult at the moment, though, to see Estonia getting back into this match, purely and simply because they just don't seem to be threatening the French goal at all. Gasset, little attempted flick there from Basquez, it's in. And I think Jérémy Basquez is claiming that goal. It's been given to Basquez. It was Gasset with the shot. And Basquez on the scoreboard again. Frustration for Reiko Tongsberg, the coach for Estonia. Things going from bad to worse as far as he's concerned, I'm sure. And even though Luc got a little bit of a hand on it, he couldn't keep it out. So with just over 2 minutes to go in this second period, France now absolutely at ease. 4-0 up. And it's very difficult to see Estonia getting anything out of this match at all. Samoun with the volley, he brought that under control beautifully after the cushioned header from Francois. Little flick header there from Jesolo. Rear foray forward there for Estonia. I wonder if France already are thinking about a clean sheet here. A couple of balls on the sand there, that's what the referee wasn't happy about, so we're going to have a drop ball. Sportingly, France give it back to Estonia. I suppose it's much easier to be sporting when you're 4-0 up. Francois, an errant ball from him. Good work though from Hook on that far side, Sébastien Hook. Samoun and Francois, a bit of interplay from them. Cut out in the end by Prit-Mayorg. Marmor with the scissor kick, but no real venom in that one. Inside the last minute of period number 2. Samoun. Francois. Hook with the attempted cushioned header. Kick in from Francois. Players allowed to throw the ball in or kick it in, but once they decide to take one particular course of action, they must stick with it. Put the ball down to kick it in and then suddenly change your mind. That hit the hand of Prit-Mayorg? No, according to the official on that far side. And that in fact is the last action of the second period. France very, very comfortable indeed. 2 goals for Jérémy Basquez so far. Other strikes from Stéphane Francois and Christopher Loth. This is the perfect beginning to this World Cup qualifier for France. The 2005 World Champions. The cheerleaders make their way out onto the sand. And France 4 goals to the good. It's France 4, Estonia 0.
Ci sarà un gran momento di intrattenimento, balletti e ci sarà soprattutto il gadget per tutto il pubblico che sarà davanti nella zona dove non ci sono balletti.
Very top, France 4, Estonia 0.
Questa Euro per Jesolo, Italia!
Here are some highlights of the second period. Christopher Loth there with the 3rd goal for France, following up Stéphane Francois and Jérémy Basquez earlier strikes, but questions about the Estonian defence there and how Loth was allowed to bring the ball under control and then get the shot away. Joy for him. It's been largely one-way traffic in this second period in particular. Very little threat from Estonia. Here's the 4th goal. Basquez with a little flick. Matching on to Robin Gasset's long clearance. Second goal for Jeremy Basquez on his return to big-time beach soccer. And even though Marcus Luc got a little bit of a hand on it, he couldn't keep it out. So France very comfortable indeed. And one period still to go.
Siamo quindi pronti per cominciare il terzo tempo sul risultato di 4-0 per la Francia. Francia 4, Estonia 0.
So France getting ready to kick us off, get us underway in the third and final period of this match. The fifth match of the day. 7 matches in total. Normally there would be 8, but we're missing one. Like Tamivali clearing the ball down the sand there. Estonia goalkeeper taking over this third and final period from Marcus Luc. Missing one match because Georgia have been unable to travel to take part in the tournament, so Georgia against Russia not happening today. Asabusena, and he's thwarted by Tamivali. It's not happening for Estonia, is it? Things won't get any easier for them, because they've still got Switzerland to play in this group. Switzerland, who earlier today won 14-0 against Slovakia. Just staying down there for a second. He's back up on his feet now. Oh, that's a spectacular effort from Minlebayev, but it's over the top. Roman Minlebayev. 2 goals in this season's Euro Beach Soccer League for him. Ben Boyner's taken over in goal for France for the third and final period. To Robin Gasset. It's between the sticks for period number 2. Gasset had a nice comfortable introduction back into international beach soccer action. Didn't play in this season's Euro Beach Soccer League, but I must say in that second period there was very little threat at all from Estonia. France, I think it's fair to say, you would call perhaps an idiosyncratic team. They can be excellent. They can also have moments of madness, which will certainly ease any early tournament nerves in their camp. A performance like this, if we are going to get that second clean sheet to go along with the clean sheet that the Swiss had earlier today against Slovakia, it's always likely to be the odd mismatch in the first stage of a tournament like this. Flipped across the sand, and on that far side, Sebastian Sansoni trying to turn the ball back across the face of goal. matchup for you is Bulgaria against Spain. And then to round off the day, a little bit of a gap between that one and the final match. It's Moldova against Italy. That gap because of the absence of Georgia against Russia, which was scheduled to be the penultimate match of the day. Mayo trying to get the ball back inside. Put out by Basquez, and then Samoun can't keep it in play. Taken on the chest by Marmot. But, again, no change at all for him from the French defence. Samoun. Oh, that's beautifully worked inside there to Hook, and a good save from Tamavali. Tamavali needs a moment to compose himself as Reiko Tongsberg, the Estonian coach, looks on. A bit of a sand in the face, maybe. It's flicked inside, and a good low shot from Hook. Made the goalkeeper work, and that's exactly what Tamavali did. Alexander Saharov. Volleyed effort from him and pushed over the top by Ben Boyner. Taking no chances at all there. Headed away then by Yannick Fischer from the resultant corner. Took Mayorg now. It's easy enough for Didier Samoun to snuff out the danger there. So then Samoun can get the shot across the face of goal there. It had to be dealt with by Tamavali. Fischer releases that one back to his keeper. Samoun finds Basquez. Didier Samoun, and just wide of the upright. It may even have grazed the post, in fact, that one. But again, questions in the Estonian defence, because he really did have the freedom of the penalty area there, Didier Samoun, to bring that ball under control and get the shot away. Minlebayev. Well done from Fischer. Stands tall, stands brave, and gets the block in. Total of 73 matches here over 10 days. Most there's ever been in European qualifier for the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup Finals. The event takes place in Portugal next year. France, one of only 4 sides ever to have won the Beach Soccer World Cup. Brazil have won it 13 times. France have won it once in 2005. Portugal have won it once in 2001. And the defending champions are Russia. Tamavali, good strong hands from him, punches that one over the top. Russia have won it on the last 2 occasions it's been played for. FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup. You see Tamavali save again there. Russia won it in 2011 in Ravenna here in Italy. And then they retained their title in Tahiti in September of last year. Will they make it 3 in a row, I wonder? Saharov goes down under challenge, and Loth is penalised. It was a spectacular tumble from the stocky number 7 for Estonia. You can see there he was just eased off the ball by Christopher Loth. Bit of a shove, and that was enough for the referee to give the free kick. So this free kick is about 12 metres from goal at a slight angle for Alexander Saharov, the 32-year-old. Estonia really could do with this going in. Goes without saying, I suppose you could say, with the side 4-0 down, but good save. But in this time, yes, from the follow-up. Christian Marmor. Ben Boyner made the stop, but he couldn't hang on, and he couldn't push the ball away from the danger area. So Estonia finally break their duck, and it's the captain, Christian Marmor, who finds the back of the net. Is it too little too late? Remains to be seen. Zaharov goes for the low shot, hit it into the sand, it kicked up. Ben Boyner made the initial save, then tried to spread himself, and some of the players followed up. Marmor was first on the scene, and a good finish from him. Marmor wins the header, so a little bit of encouragement for Estonia, and no clean sheet for France. Christopher Loth now only conceded that free kick that led to the goal. Gets the tackle in there on Sosi. Sosi goes down. Is there another free kick? Yes, there is. Sansoni is the man who's conceded this one. So the free kick is inside the French half, so what that means is that the players have to be behind the ball, all apart from Salim Ben Boyner, of course. Central position, about 17 metres from goal. Well, if this one went in, maybe we would have a grandstand finish after all. Eva Sosi, 34 years of age, later on this month, on the 22nd of September, plays for the Peugeot Beach Soccer Club in Estonia. Drives it in, but straight at the goalkeeper. And that's disappointing. I suppose you could argue he made Ben Boyner make the save. Ben Boyner makes the save again there from Sosi, does well. And the shot coming in from Nasser Boussena just dips over the top of the crossbar. Tavi Tamo on that far corner. Seen an awful lot of him today. Certainly needed him to be more prominent in Estonia. Seems true of a lot of their players though. Tamo. It's an errant ball from him straight to Christopher Loth, who in turn returns the compliment, gives it to Prit Mayorg, and the shot comes in from Marmor, wide of the target. Just over 3 minutes to go. And time ticking away for Estonia to make an impression in this match. Samoun and Francois exchanging passes. And Francois can't keep that one in play. Balled forward by Tamivali. Too long though. Easy enough for Francois, finds Samoun, gets the shot in. Oh, that was only just over the angle of post and crossbar. It was struck beautifully. And Nico battles away, and initially he'd won possession. That was really well done by Loth, who gets it across the sand. And Tamivali able to tidy up for Estonia. Bulgaria against Spain is next up. Spain, who last weekend became Euro Beach Soccer Cup champions for 2014, beating Switzerland in an all-action final which yielded 14 goals, 8-6. And Jurens Gomez got 5 of those Spanish goals. He really is in a hot streak of form this season. 18 in the Euro Beach Soccer League regular season and super finals. 8 in total in Baku last weekend. How many more has he got up his sleeve today, I wonder? Free kick there to France. Sebastian Sansoni brought down. We have just under 90 seconds to go. I suppose if France were going to be ultra critical of themselves, it would be that they haven't actually rammed home the advantage that they'd worked hard for in the first 2 periods. Haven't scored a goal in period number 3. I suppose you could say a credit to Estonia for that, but France will know they have to be ruthless in this tournament if they're going to make progress. Saharov heading the ball forward. It's fisted away there by Ben Boyner. And in the end, Basquez absolutely cannot believe that the free kick has happened. And the referee wants to see Jeremy Basquez. It's been given as a free kick on the halfway line for dangerous play. Basquez initially was absolutely shocked and crestfallen. You can see there, though, that he actually jumped in with both feet. We saw Theophilus Triantafydilis, the Greek captain, do that a little earlier and pick up a yellow card. So perhaps Basquez needs to be just a little bit careful in how much he disagrees with decisions, particularly a decision like that one. The referee continuing to explain the decision. Alexander Saharov, who was the recipient of that foul, is going to have the free kick with just over a minute to go. Any goal now, you would feel, is just nothing more than a consolation for Estonia, but it will certainly do their confidence some good coming into a couple more matches in this group. Saharov drives it in, good save, Ben Boyner. He's a terrific young keeper, he really is, and again illustrates his skill and his worth. Finds Basquez with the distribution there. Samoun, flick inside from him, finds Saharov, who's then bundled over by Sebastian Sansoni. So another opportunity here for Saharov to send this one goalwards. This time, however, the free kick is inside the Estonian half. What does that mean? Well, it means that players are allowed to be goal side of the ball. There's that free kick from Saharov a little earlier. Good save from Ben Boyner. Good strong left hand there. Down now, getting a bit of treatment from the Swiss physio, sorry, the French physio. Seems to be some issue with his foot, but he's up and about now. It's good to see. There's the other option for France in terms of goalkeeper, Robin Gasset, who kept in the second period today. There's an awful lot to do, if truth be told. Saharov, and good strong hands from Ben Boyner again. Basquez tears away from the man marking him and gets the shot in. So the clock ticking down towards a very comfortable French victory in the final analysis. Crib about the fact that they haven't scored in this third and final period, and Estonia almost did there through Christian Marmo with a shot on the turn. Ferocious shot it was too against the angle of post and crossbar. France have done what they've needed to do in this match, and let's get 3 points. The overhead coming in, saved in the end by Tamavali, that overhead from Hook. It's a comfortable victory though for France, the 2005 world champions, setting off on their task to qualify for the 2015 event, and they've done it in the right fashion, securing a good victory. 2 goals for the returning Jeremy Basquez. What a pleasure to see him back on the sand. Christopher Loth and Stéphane Francois, the player coach, also scoring for Les Bleus. Estonia, just the 1 goal for their efforts. Christian Marmor, and they really will have to do more in front of goal if they're to be a threat in this tournament. It's all over then. France 4, Estonia 1. Next up, it's Bulgaria against Spain. Here are the statistics. You can see Estonia actually had more shots than France. Just 1 goal to show for their efforts. France more clinical in front of goal. And that's in the final analysis what really does count. Let's have a look at some highlights. Stéphane Francois illustrating the point. Really clever improvised volley there to give his side a 1-0 advantage. Marcus Luck was busy in the Estonia goal, and he was busy picking the ball out of the back of the net there because Jeremy Basquez measured right foot volley from him to make it 2-0. Ben Boyner, when he was tested in the first period, he did a good job. Into the second period, and Christopher Loth had the freedom of Jesolo there to control that ball, turn and shoot to make it 3-0. It was 4-0 with that little flick from Basquez, latching on to the long clearance from Robin Gasset, himself back in international action here at this World Cup qualifier. 4-0 after 2 periods. Wasn't quite nail-biting stuff. France continuing to press. Samoun coming very close there. But then eventually Estonia broke their duck. Saharov shot. Marmor there to pick up the scraps after the initial save from Ben Boyner. Good save again there from Ben Boyner, who is very, very confident today. Excellent performance from France. They secure the 3 points. Here are the standings in the group. Switzerland top by virtue of goal difference after that 14-0 shellacking of Slovakia. So Switzerland and France are the sides that have made the good start in Group D. Yes. Never mind, after this next match we get a break for an hour.
in programma tra pochissimo alle 15:15 Bulgaria-Spagna. E durante la partita anche altro momento gadget sponsorizzato dalla Bologna. È un momento anche di danza con le ragazze che balleranno in mezzo al campo. E ricordiamo il 17:45 la nazionale italiana in diretta sullo sport. Anche siamo quasi addirittura all'arrivo di questa prima giornata di qualificazioni europee per i mondiali di beach soccer World Cup 2015, la Coppa del Mondo 2015 che si terrà in Portogallo il prossimo anno.